and community activism, political activism, but they were heavily involved in, use the church, and they spoke volumes, social activism within the church. And so those are my, takeaways.
Can I get those at your store? Can I get in the Castle on My Skin at your store?
Oh yeah.
And then Daughters of Thunder too.
Yes, I will send them to you.
I want to get them. No, tell me the website so I can get on the website.
TheDocBookshop.com.
Thank you.
And my little daughter's Africa, my new daughter's Africa, because I like all that stuff just marries with Girl on Fire. I just love it. So, so thank you for sharing some of your faves out there. So that's great, you guys. I have a couple more questions, and then I think they're gonna probably shut us down. But I am truly enjoying the conversation with Alicia Keys. We're a fan here in Texas.
Thank you.
I'm just loving it. I'm so happy for you, all your accomplishments, and shout out to your children. Everything. I think Egypt. He's older. I remember Egypt, because that's when you did Girl on Fire. That was dedicated to Egypt. Was it? I can't remember. Was it?
It was definitely when he was a little guy. He was a little guy at the beginning of when Girl on Fire was ready and out. And yeah, I guess what I said was, after he was born, I really started to find my Girl on Fire. I really started to find that energy that, you realize that people are not just going to be able to take advantage of you. People are not just going to be able to walk all over you, because there comes a time where you finally realize you must stand up for yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And so that Girl on Fire energy is definitely embodied in Lolo. She's learning how to stand up for herself. She's learning how to, be the young woman that she wants to be and stand for what she believes in. So Egypt really gave me that energy because he was my firstborn. And so that was why I said he inspired that energy of Girl on Fire.
Yeah, especially them little boys, they're going to inspire you. And when you mentioned your book, Antonia, if I had a girl, I was going to name him because of that book, Antonia.
Oh wow, that's a good idea.
So I was like, oh my God, we're so connected. Like my firstborn was going to be, if it was a girl, it was going to be Antonia off that book, My Antonia. Oh my God, that's crazy.
That is.
I know. Wow. Okay, how has life changed you since the release of Girl on Fire?
I guess, life is something amazing. I'm very grateful for life, and I'm grateful for every day, like the simplest things. I'm grateful for being able to get up out the bed and walk around. I'm grateful for opening my eyes to see a new day. I'm grateful for being able to listen to music and hear it. I'm grateful for my hands and the way that they can write and touch and communicate. So I'm very grateful. I really believe in gratitude and just like sharing that freely and openly. But yeah, Girl on Fire really did change so much. But I think the thing that it gave me the most of was when I saw those girls, if they were 7 years old or 11 years old or 15 years old or 40 years old or 60 years old, however old or young, even guys, just singing at the top of their lungs, this girl is on fire, like this permission to be a girl on fire. I really remember this one little girl saying it she saw me and she said, I love your song. And she started singing it. And I was like, wow, if this is what I did, if this is what I left behind, that these young people and just people in the world can say, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I am, like, wow. That was the ultimate. And I really felt that shift when Girl on Fire happened. And I felt like people received it in a way that allowed them to choose to be it.
Wow, that is wow.
Yeah.
Girl on Fire, you guys. Oops, I got it upside down. I'm going all kind of directions, y'all. But when you're on this camera, Alicia, I don't know which way.
It's confusing.
Yeah, you got to have a mathematical mind up there, and I have a literary mind.
So I know.
Oh my God! But yes, you guys, this book, I keep pulling it up because the art in here. Shout out again. She mentioned Brittany Williams. This book is on fire. The girl is on fire. And let me tell you something. You can't even, you touch the book, you just start singing this song. I started off the conversation like, you bouncing with it, you moving with it, you're growing with it, because it was so powerful when you first released that song, and it spoke volumes to women and what we could do, so it's excellent that it's coming out at this time, at this different point in our lives, dealing with the contemporary things that we're dealing with. But I want to go, you have some activism that you're dealing with too. You're between your work and Amnesty International and Keep a Child Alive, you're known as an activist. What causes this, and why is this so close to your heart these days?
Yeah, well, I think that we're all activists. We all get a chance to kind of stand up and make sure that we're caring about what's happening. And yeah, Keep a Child Alive was my very first organization that I learned about how to get engaged and how to really bring what's happening in the world to many places. Keep a Child Alive, is really about providing the antiretroviral medicine for children and families who have AIDS and wouldn't be able to afford it. And when we first began, AIDS medications weren't readily available, especially for children and families in places like Africa and India. And so we focused specifically on Africa and was able to help create generic medicines so that there would be the ability to have that medication, and being a part of that process, and lobbying and visiting senators and congresspeople and presidents, and fortunately having the ability to reach out to people and say, this matters and I care about it and we all care about it and I know you care about it, was really a powerful lesson to me as a young woman, understanding that there is ways to do things, and there's different ways to interface in so many different ways. I think, obviously we're focused a lot on making sure that voting rights don't get reverted and all of this gerrymandering and this ridiculousness that I just truly can't believe that we're still having these conversations, because I'm like, why? Like, we're so past it, but yet people still feel, threatened by, our greatness. And so we just have to make sure that we don't let up and that we make sure to exercise the rights that we have and the powers that we have back to, this concept of Girl on Fire. It really reflects to all of that, so just not backing up, and not going backward either, making sure that we're really continuing to push forward. So there's so many things that I believe in and I care about. I definitely am very, very also very interested in just creating generational wealth for our communities and really understanding economics in a way that we can be a lot more confident about what we can do with it, how we can learn about it, and how we can set our families up for lifetimes, So I think that there's just so much to be interested in and curious about and to be a part of. And it's all about learning. Nobody knows everything. I don't know everything at all, but I love to learn and I love to understand what moves me and go with what moves me.
And I just, just hearing that, your superpowers jump off, Alicia. Mm-hmm. Your superpowers of protecting and caring. Mm-hmm. It's there. And you have so many of those superpowers. And I'm just so happy that you choose to share it with everybody, just with the protecting and caring. That speaks volumes, and you're taking, you're doing stuff for young girls. You're getting them in the arts. You have a program that promotes and pushes those in areas that there's not a lot of representation. I do lullaby, so y'all, you guys, I do be following her, ghosting her. So, I love it. Because of some of the things she's doing, and I work with a community of girls, and so, and they know Alicia. And sometimes that's how I have to bring my power to the forefront. I have to get that energy that you have and give it to my community. Take back, bring back to my community. Because Alicia Keys cannot be everywhere, right? So she got it. So we are this, her little hive, you know, all over.
Yes. I love that.
And I take that, you know, especially with your book, and that's a part of you, and being able to share that with the community, because, you know, you did that thing. You did, and you continue to do it. You continue to push the bar with your music. Oh my God, I don't even want to go about down the music, because I lullaby on that vibe right there, girl. It's powerful. That vibe right there get you going in the morning and at night. Let me
yes, day and night. And, you know, I'm excited because we're on tour this summer. So wherever you are, definitely come through the Alicia tour. I actually just added the Keys because the Alicia album came before the Keys album, and the pandemic and and everybody just had to sit down for a minute. So now it's the Alicia plus Keys world tour. So we're definitely in America starting in August. So you can check my site, aliciakeys.com, and find some tour dates, because let's do it. Let's get that music.
I did find your tour date in Texas. I can't remember what. I got to go back and look, because it was put out there. I think it's at the Toyota Center in Texas. So I
got Houston. I got Dallas.
Yes.
All right.
What's the date for Dallas? What was
Dallas is September 10th. No, that's wrong. Sorry, no, that's not. That's not. September 14th at the Pavilion at the Toyota Music Factory.
Yes,
you know,
yes. You know, I had already took note of that, because my business partner, Donna Craddock, that's her birthday. And she said, okay, you haven't taken me to a concert since Janet Jackson. She said, want to go to the Alicia Keys, make sure you get my ticket. I said, I got you this time. So I got you. So I told her, that's why I knew. That's why
maybe I could visit the store.
Yes, you have to.
I love that.
Oh my gosh, you got to come to the store. It's, you know, you gonna get the East Coast and the Texas, because we say, you know,
Timbs and cowboy boots.
Shout out to the bookstores on the East Coast, all across the country. But I do a lot of networking back and forth with a lot of the East Coast bookstores. So shout out to all of them. But you know, I do not want to let you go without talking about sons. You know, you have a son. My son is 20 years old right now, you know, and oh my gosh. You know, like you have your son on the, you know, piano practicing and training, and I think he's debuted a couple of times. My son was on the basketball court, you know, training and doing all the things that he could do before decided to, you know, become this electrical. He's in the electrical. He's getting his journeyman license. But you have two sons. What's it like being a star and raising kids?
I think it's the same as any mama has to do all the time, just pulling all the ends together and making it all happen. You know, I think mamas are the most beautiful superpower, I think. But the you know, to raise my boys, I have a big family, which I'm so grateful for. My boys are just, you know, it's such a gift, because you get to just learn so much. Like, it just teaches you so much about you, teaches you about like, how do you handle situations, and how do you like talk to people and connect with them and make sure that it stays open and possible. I think that, you know, a lot of times I always want to think about how do we continue to be friends, because, you know, of course they're my sons and I'm their mama, but like, we're also friends, and we got to respect each other. And we talk a lot about respect. You know, it doesn't matter. I can tell you to do everything, and you do have to do it. But if you respect me, you do it out of respect. And you know what I mean? As opposed to because I told you to do something, which is a different energy than because I respect you and I want to take care of it for you. And so we talk about that a lot. We're